And we're going to start off with Genesis Perez.
Oh my, the night sky between grapefruit leaves. Tonight, scary stories slip off young tongues. Tomorrow, fingertips will be stained green from packing tomatoes, boiled until their skin breaks. Flour sack fashion, because corporations catch on quickly. And who knows that these sepia-styled pictures taken in the 60s will still be considered fashionable in the next century. And when the native word is gone, it will be replaced with whatever the new kids say, between pierced lip and pure tongue, because there's always a reason to scream. American is not a word printed on paper. It is something one holds in their heart. And sometimes it gets hard to hold. When bombs fall on forsaken cities, when towers come crashing down, when young life after young life after young life is stolen, it gets hard to hold. But a child is such a beautiful thing to hold. And as one's hair slowly fades to gray, it is a beautiful thing to watch a child grow, knowing that part of your genes shines in their eyes. Watching them build, watching them learn, watching them create, watching them finish what was started. But this is not just a song for the dearly departed, because sometimes the keys to the future are buried in the past. So my generation holds them in white-knuckled fists. Around us we see old dreams and our grandparents' fears. And we see them tormenting the faces of our peers. So we raise our fists high to the stars, because these dreams will come true, even if they weren't ours.
Okay, up next is Georgia Schreiner.
Do You Hear the Tick by Georgia Schreiner. Do you hear the tick? Click, click, echoing within the walls of your chasmic brain. Do you hear it beat? Deet, deet, pulsing in your dry desert eyes. Do you hear it slither? Sliding out your skull through your aching back. Clack! In your heart as it begins to quicken, ticken, pounding at your ears as fears flood your frail mind and you find yourself lost in the dark. Bark, bark, confusion tears at the tissue of your brain like rain. Drip, drop, drip, drop, and the water droplets pop. Stop! Let you be alone. And you groan for warmth, the warmth of your own heart. But you watch it depart, leaving you shivering and it ever slithering, overtaking you. You're shaking, quaking, queasy and sick, tick, tick, and you scream for help, but your yelp does nothing. You're helpless, hopeless, and your muscles tighten, you squall. But your father calls for supper, so you stumble and fumble over to the looking glass, plaster a stiff smile on your face, and brace yourself for a night sitting tight in your seat, feet trembling beneath the table, heart unstable, shaking with fear. A cheerful laugh is forced out your throat. Devote yourself to your trademarked facade of joy, the decoy self you hide your truth behind. Don't let them find you in this vulnerable state. So it waits, still ticking, beating, slithering through your blood. The real flood comes when you're alone again. Then, it really has you. Is this a regular symptom of sanity?
Unique Sheehy.
Hello. Okay. Who am I? Super skinny runway models tell me I am nothing more than the size of my jeans. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. I'd be called that word for the first time in the 5th grade. Such a nasty word, rooted in hate. I could hear it ringing around my great-great-great-grandmother's head on Sunday mornings. Before church, I was called a nigger before I was ever called smart. It is my first day of junior high. I am catcalled on the very first day. The first time that I realized my black was not something to be celebrated, simply just an option. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. Lightning creams and silky silk hair, ginormous billboards of what I'd never be. I don't wish that you knew. I could turn on the TV and see Michelle Obama. As black as the sky that makes the stars shine. Listen, I could turn to the next and see 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. As black as the sky that makes the stars shine. Black just like me, shot with his hands up. I don't wish that you knew. Standing in front of the mirror, analyzing every single inch of my body. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. I was pretty for a black girl before I was ever beautiful for a person. I get to high school, and I see white girls with box braids, see cornrows in vogue. The same hairstyles I got picked on for wearing were now in high fashion. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. Bruno Mars wins Grammy of the Year, using lyrics like hot comb, hot and perm, with a Puerto Rican mother and a Jewish father. This is not an attack on white America. I just wish that you loved me and my people like you loved my culture, because women that looked like me raised a nation. I'm a black woman in America. You don't know our stories. They're lost in translation and never really looked for after. I love my black like I love records and spoken word. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde, and now as a young black woman, I dream in the darkest tones of brown.
Okay, those were really great. All three of them were really wonderful.